Hey, how you doing everyone? So this is your boy K, and once again welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'm working on a 2005 BMW M3, and on this one I'm taking the motor out. So this has a bad motor. This was involved in an accident, and the motor is gone. Whoever had this car before, I think, was doing racing with the car or something. So the piston came out from both sides of the engine block. So there is a big hole on both sides of the engine block. So the motor is junk. I had to take it out, find a new block, repair the motor, and put it back. I already started the job. I had to take out all the front ends, put it on the side. That's the front end right there. I had to take everything from the front because there is no much space. So that's the only way I gotta do. So the job is, I would say, 50% done because I already started. So now I'm just gonna have to bring the car up and do whatever I have to do underneath so I can just get the job going. So this is tough, but it's under control. I'm just taking care of it. So thank you for watching, and also stay with me. Don't go nowhere. Okay, so the car is on the lift, and what I did underneath, I have to take the piece of the exhaust out. This is the part that I took out. It's just a short piece, so it goes from this angle to that angle. And also you need to disconnect all the wires that goes on the transmission. So this is the transmission right here. You need to disconnect all the wires that goes on the transmission, and also the drive shaft, because this is a rear wheel drive. So you need to take off the bolt holding the drive shaft. It has 3 bolts holding it. So take out the bolt on the drive shaft connecting to the transmission, and also the wires on the transmission, unplug all of them. And the main wire on the transmission is right here. Gotta unplug that one too. And the gas line also, you have to unplug it. And when you come over here too, I took out the hose that goes on the power steering, rack, because I had to take it out with the sorry, I had to take it out with the radiator. Yeah, so basically the job is done. The whole the motor mount bolt is out. Next thing is just to bring the car down and take the motor out. That's it. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Peace. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna have to separate the transmission from the engine. So this is the transmission right here. This is a manual transmission. So I'm gonna separate the transmission from the motor, and I'm gonna take the motor apart and take the block. Probably I have to buy a new block because the block is gone. So buy a new block and rebuild the motor. So stay tuned for part 2, and don't forget to subscribe, so when I post the part 2 video you can get it. So this is a motor for 2005 BMW M3. That's the car right here. That's the car right there. It's a convertible. It's a nice car though. Big project. Okay guys, so I'm still in the processing of taking the motor apart, and as you can see, this is the transmission I just separated. So this is a manual transmission I just separated, and I had to tie or whatever it has to go with the brake system. I had to tie it up so it don't get falling apart. And also this is the exhaust manifold and the catalytic converter. This one here is the intake manifold. And on the engine block, I'm gonna show you something right here. You see the hole on the block? The piston came out. I don't know who was driving this car, doing with the car, but I think they were racing with the car. So the piston came out and it hit the engine block. So on both sides of the motor, it has big holes. So this is the hole on the other side. I'm going to show you the hole on the other side too. Yeah, this is the another hole. It's crazy, right? Yeah, it's very crazy. So I'm gonna take everything apart and take the block to the machine shop. I mean, this block is junk, so I'm gonna have to buy a new block and rebuild the motor back. So stay with me and don't go nowhere. Okay, so at this point, I can say we almost get into the block. So I took all the accessories out of the engine, and this one you see right here is the block, the oil pan, the head, and the valve cover. So most of the accessories are out right now, and the block itself, it's very skinny, you can see that. So the accessories make the motor bigger. So right now I'm gonna take this one. The next step, I'm gonna take this to the table, to the workbench, and get the rest of the engine apart so I can get the block replaced. Yeah, so, and all the accessories that I took out, these are good accessories that I'm gonna reuse. So this is the intake manifold, and this is the throttle. So each cylinder has a throttle. You can see that's a 6 throttle body right there, and each cylinder has a throttle. That's awesome. The starter is good, the serpentine belt is good, the motor mount is good. That's the bracket for the motor mount is good. Most of the power steering hose, the coolant hose is all good. The coolant pipe is good. The clutch is good. The flying wheel is good. So we got most accessories that is good. So that's a good one. At least we're not gonna spend more money on other accessories. So we're going to the next step. Okay, so right now at this stage I only have the engine head and the block and also the camshaft. So the next step is to take the camshaft and the engine head. Then I'm gonna take the block to the trash because I can't fix this block. This is gone. This hole right here, you can't fix it. Another hole here too, you can't fix that. So I'm gonna have to get a new block. But so far so good. So watch out for part 2. Part 2 is gonna be putting everything back together. I mean reassembling everything back with a new block. So watch out for part 2. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Peace. I'm out.